I'm Kayla.
Hi, I'm Allie.
So, I am a student in the Human Services program at Western Washington University, and this is a practice interview for this class that I'm taking in the Human Services program. And just so you're aware, an interview is set in place so I can assess your needs and provide you with the appropriate resources. Because I am a mandated reporter, the information that you give me is confidential and only shared with others if you give a threat against yourself or another person. I just want you to know that your health information is protected and confidential under HIPAA and will be released only to an appropriate additional party such as a pharmacist to ensure your best health care. And do you have any questions about what HIPAA is or what confidentiality requirements are available in this interview?
No, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
So in this session, we have about 8 minutes to discuss matters, and this is a safe space, so I want you to feel comfortable to talk about anything that you would like to talk about. So where would you like to start?
Would it be okay if we start talking about like my school, like my academics and schooling?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So that's kind of the reason I'm here today. I typically I'm a really good, dedicated student, and like feel like I get pretty good grades and like performance and whatnot. But this quarter I just like have not been like be able to perform up to the standards that I normally try and live up to and like hold around myself, and that I feel like others hold me to as well. So I'm taking 4 classes this quarter, and they're all like upper division, like pretty, like they're super interesting, but they're like really demanding, and so I feel like I've just been struggling and trying to like spread my time out evenly and like dedicate like my full self to the amount of work that is required in all of those classes. Just because like since I'm like a junior and I'm like far enough along like in my major and my minors, like I have to take these classes, and so I really like I was going through all this process of wanting to like drop a class or like take a W on a class, but that just like wasn't really an option, just like because I have to have them like this quarter, but I just feel like I just like it's just like so much, and for like the first time I felt like I'm not in control over like how well I do, because I only have like so many hours in a week, and I also like work, and then I like am involved in like different leadership things outside of school, and then also volunteer like twice a week, and so I just feel like super stretched, like really thin, and I think like my academic stress has started to like affect my performance in those arenas as well, and which is just like sucky, and it is hard because I like want to do my best at work and be my best like roommate and friend and leader, but like when I don't understand what's going on with my academics, it's difficult.
Yeah, thank you. So you said you were experiencing that everything felt not in control and that you're experiencing a lot of stress. Like, tell me more about that.
Yeah. So I guess like control is something that's like really big. Like for me, like I know it's kind of like a vice and a virtue maybe, but like maybe more on the vice side of things. And like I really like value like being able to be in control of situations, and so I think that's why I'm feeling like so lost now, because I don't feel in control of my academics, and like how well I can do in them, which is just like out of the normal, I guess, for me, and like I think I really like cling on like needing to control things. It's just like a part of my character, and like so yeah, like feeling like I can't like necessarily control my like performance in all of the classes because I'm like I don't have enough time to be able to dedicate my full self to all of them. I think that that's like affecting more of like my like mental state, which then feels like it's like in this like cycle then of like I don't feel like I'm not in control, and so then I'm not able to perform as well. So then my academic struggle, and then I'd feel out of control. So it's kind of like this like loop, and then it affects like my other arenas of life as well.
Mm-hmm. So you said it affects the other arenas in your life, such as work and home life. How would you say it affects your work life?
So I'm at work. I work on campus at Western in the Academic Advising Center, which is like kind of ironic because like we're supposed to be able to like help people who come in and like need help with their academics, and we're kind of like at least like the students that work in the office are supposed to be like these people that are like put together, or like that we have like the answers, but like I feel really hypocritical when the students are coming in and asking me for academic help and like guidance, and like looking at their classes and telling them study tips and like referring them to other resources when like I'm not using all of my resources, and like I'm feeling like the same things that they are, which like can be good to tell them, but I also just don't feel like I'm able to perform to the best of like what I expect for myself in that job. And like I really pride like being able to like help people. Like I love doing that, but it's also like I put a lot of pride in it, and so when I don't feel like I'm able to do that to the best because of whatever else is going on, I think it affects like my performance even further. Yeah.
So you said you experience that you've been a dedicated student your whole life and you love to help, and it's more of a pride thing. Do you think that there's some outside forces that's not just school or work that are affecting how your classes are going?
I think there like definitely could be. I mean, I don't know, like I just moved to a new house, and it's really great and I love it, but I think I got like really overwhelmed with like wanting everything to be like perfect in it, because I like that kind of stuff. I like house decor stuff, but it felt like since I wasn't really working over the summer, I had all this free time I didn't know what to do with, and it kind of fell into that control thing of like I feel out of control because I have so much free time. I don't know what to do with it, so then I got kind of like OCD and like obsessive about like making the house perfect, and so then I think I like took on this similar identity to like what I saw like in my own home and stuff, and so I don't know, I think it's a lot of it's just like pressure to have this like image. I think image plays a lot into it.
And do you think these are expectations that you hold for yourself, or they've been built in you?
I think it's like a combination of like both. Yeah, definitely like built in, but also like just from like the family that I was raised in was like very type A, but like I think I also put it on myself a lot as well too.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing, and I think time's about up, but I'd like to meet up with you again sometime to talk about what resources we can use, and thank you for being a part of this practice for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks,
have a great
Kayla.
day. Thank you.
Cool.
Hopefully that was
Nailed it. Yeah, I think it was right on time too.